Day 23 of me manifesting $500,000. If you didn't see yesterday's day, go back and watch that and share and repost this because you are inspiring somebody else when you do this. And most importantly, inspiring yourself to know that you can do it and it's possible for you. I woke up, I did a money manifestation meditation, and what came to me though was my only job is to have fun or follow my excitement and have aligned beliefs. Similar to yesterday's message, but it was a little different, like the wording. So it hit different. Today I noticed I had this burst of anxiety that happened. So I was like, whoa, what the heck? Where did that come from? And it got pretty deep because I was basically putting my subconscious mind on paper. You know how I tell y'all about that. Because when you're able to do that, you can see the layers and peel it back. And what came up for me was the limiting belief of nobody gets rich doing nothing but having fun. So basically my mind was equating that to to have fun doesn't mean you'll be rich. Or to be rich means you're not going to have fun. You see what I'm saying? So I processed that and released it, and I shifted it to this. Everybody can be rich doing nothing but having fun, especially me. And I was like, I like that. And then I wore the energy, went on a rampage about it. And then I was like, okay, got it. That was beautiful. But then it didn't stop there, y'all. It got a little deeper. What came up for me was I've been lied to my whole life. Now, on a conscious level, obviously, I know that's not true. But on a subconscious level, that's what was going under the surface. So I was able to disprove this. No, I wasn't lied to my whole life. Obviously, your parents and teachers and everybody that you observe, they are living their truth. So that was true for them. So they can only talk and teach from what they know to be true, what is their truth at that time. So no, it wasn't a lie. And I reframed it to this. Everything in my life prepared me to know the truth now. And that was like, the gates opened. So I felt really good after that. Because yes, I get it now. I get how it is. And also being a parent, it's like, I get it. And then I was in the shower and everything. And then I was thinking about something that was happening in my life that was, not ideal. And then I was like, you know what? That right there adds to my success story. That's going to make a heck of a success story now. I was telling this story to Oprah and Joe Rogan and all the millions of people, they're going to resonate with this. Okay. And that's how I shifted what I didn't like. Because if you can find a way to see things differently, the energy shifts and then you will feel good. Find a way to get in there, shift it, and then boom, bada bang, you're feeling good. So it's like basically, let's say you have this mold, right? You're trying to put a square in there, but the mold is just too small. What you want to do when you shift your limiting beliefs or see things differently, shift your perspective on it, you open that mold up and you shape it to be that exact shape, and boom, you got it. I actually saw this video on TikTok where this guy, he was talking about how, I think he said he's a millionaire, but he's super wealthy, and he was saying that he posts 10 or 25 times a day on TikTok. And then I was like, that felt exciting to me. I was like, you know what? I want to do this. And that right there, let me tell y'all, when you feel that excitement, you hear somebody say something, a method, or they're talking about just anything, and you get excited about it, that means that is your next action. Yep. Because what's going to happen is, or what is happening is, your higher self, God, or whatever you believe in, that is your connection. And it connects to you, and it translates, that vibration translates with your feelings. When you start to feel excited, oh my gosh, this is a great idea, That is you getting that download, you getting that next step, that intuition, that guidance. So don't diminish that stuff when it happens and just write it off like, oh, it was a nice feeling. No, that's not just a feeling. That is pure gold guidance. That is your next step. So guess what I did today? I've been posting a bunch of videos on TikTok. Now, I'm not going to say I'm doing this every single day, but if it feels good to do it and I can get behind it, I'm like, that's what I'm doing. But I take the guidance. If you have been watching my videos, I've been taking different actions every day. Like sometimes it'll be the same, but in general, I'm always talking about something different in these videos because that's how you have to go with the flow. And your flow is not always going to be the same level. You're not always going to be a river, y'all. You may be an ocean today, a pond the next moment. You got to go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? You can quote me on this. Don't be a puddle when you're meant to be an ocean now. Ooh, y'all gonna have to you watch that start coming out later on and y'all reposting that. And I'm like, ah. But you know what's interesting though, and the way that it feels when it comes up for me, it does feel like there is this continuous cycle that keeps on happening. There's this current of energy that's going. Because a lot of times what happens is when something that you don't like happens, like let's say for instance, my video gets, 100 views. Okay, it's something that I don't like, right? So then if I just sit there and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is just the worst thing ever. Like everything I'm doing just doesn't make sense. I must be doing something wrong. That right there is going to feel like a block. So it's going to feel like that fast moving energy where you're getting the downloads, you're getting the inspiration, you're getting inspired action, and things are just flowing. It's going to feel like it's cut off. But the thing is, all you have to do is shift the limiting belief and boom, opens right back up every time. And an inspired thought that came to me today was hashtags. When you're thinking about hashtags, think who, what, where, when, and why. And then I was like, oh, okay. I like this guidance. Because the other day, I was thinking about what hashtags do I put? Do I have to put, should I put the same hashtags for every video? Should I do different ones? So I was like, okay, I got my guidance. You will always, always, always get your guidance, y'all. Just be in tune with it. Why do you want to keep going through this whole thing feeling like you're cut off and you have to effort your way into doing something and you have to figure things out and it takes hours for you to figure things out? There's nothing that you need to figure out. Since I've been doing this, y'all, I don't sit here for hours contemplating things and trying to figure stuff out, trying to figure out, what video should I make next? What should I talk about on this Manifest 500K video? What's my next step? I don't have to contemplate for days and days and days. If I'm feeling stuck, I will ask for guidance and get my answer. Then boom, I take my action. I appreciate you for watching this video, y'all. And I do have my CEO Manifestor Workbook Bundle out. It is in the link in my bio on TikTok, and the link is in the description on my YouTube. This right here is to stay in the vibrational frequency of your desire so that you can manifest the things you desire. You will allow it into your life instead of waiting 5 years or 6 months for it to happen. The point is to stay in the vibrational frequency, then it happens. That simple. Make sure you follow me or subscribe to me and comment below action to let me know that you are following along and you are in the vibe and you see amazing things happening for yourself.